And for Detroit to start, Normie Ullman with Larry Jeffrey, number 14, and Floyd Smith, number 17. James Keon is 14, Armstrong's 10. Don McKinney, 17. Horton, 7. Stanley, 26. Marcel Pronovo, number 3. Gadsby is number 4. It goes right into the Detroit zone from the face-off. Gadsby knocked it off the boards. Keon tried to get it loose. Gadsby hooks it to the boards. Clears it out to Smith. Smith up with Ullman, takes a long shot that's high, and that just drifted over the glass into the crowd. And we played 18 seconds of the first period of the second game of the Stanley Cup Finals. Face-off will be outside the blue line. It's loose at that line, and Al Stanley picks it up. A foot pass here for McKinney. Don McKinney turns around, golfed by Jeffrey into the lead zone, and it's Horton back for it, number 7. He's watched by Ullman, gets a hold of it, shot it for Armstrong. Armstrong draped in along the board. Smith got it loose, tried to get a shot. Horton left it there. Ullman shoots, shot wide. Floyd Smith with it. He sent it right across in front, and Keon is racing down the ice with McKinney. One man back. Keon going in, and he passes it across in front, and McKinney wasn't there. Here's Armstrong being bumped. Play is called. There's going to be a penalty here for holding. Number 3, Marcel Pronovo looks at Vern Buffy, and he goes to the penalty box for holding. That's the first penalty of the game. And it goes to Detroit.
Penalty, number 3, Marcel Pronovo. 2 minutes for holding. Time, 1 minute even.
Exactly 1 minute of this first period. Detroit are shorthanded. Pavlich, McKinney, Armstrong, Kelly, and Bathgate. Bruce McGregor with Bob Dillabo, number 12, Bill Gadsby, and Doug Barkley. It's cleared but not out. Armstrong for McKinney from Mahavlich. Slapped it off the board. Dillabo clears it down the ice, number 12, and it's Andy Bathgate, number 9, going back for it. Bathgate behind the net. Pass over on the wing to Armstrong. To Mahavlich, and it went over his stick. Doug Barkley shot it down the ice. Bauer stopping it for Kelly. Kelly a pass for Bathgate, up with Mahavlich, took the pass, and he was checked by Barkley, and McKinney picks it up at center. Back to Bathgate again. His long shot, Doug Barkley knocks it down, shoots it down the ice. Bauer to Kelly, and Kelly behind the net now. Pass to Bathgate, 4 of them coming up to center. Bathgate takes a long shot. Tkachuk caught it, knocked it behind the goal. Bruce McGregor drags it. McKinney covers him, but Dillabo picks it up and shoots it down the ice. Bauer having to stop it. And there's 50 seconds left in the penalty to Marcel Pronovo. Back to Havlich now. Ran into McGregor. Has it handed back to him from Bathgate. Over the line with Keon, and he left it there, and there was nobody there. Barkley coming up the center, a long shot. Bauer had to stop that, and Bathgate's back for it, number 9. Bathgate coming up himself. A pass to Stewart. Stewart trying to get in on the right wing. Fan on his first try, another shot. Tkachuk got it on his arm. And there's no further play, and there's 20 seconds remaining, and the penalty to Marcel Pronovo.
Young Bob Dillabo played his junior hockey in Hamilton, and last year was with Pittsburgh in the American Hockey League, and was brought up by Sid Abel primarily to kill penalties in tonight's game. He's drafted in place of Alec Falk.
And the Leafs have full period now with Jerry Eman, number 8. Ron Stewart is 12. Tim Horton, number 7. Alan Stanley, 26. Alex Del Vecchio, number 10. He shot it right down the ice between Horton and Stanley. And it's Stanley going back for it. 10 seconds left in Marcel Konovo's penalty. And Stanley goes down the wing with a pass to Fulford at center. He takes a long shot. And Sawchuk caught it, gave it to Gordie Howe. Gordie Howe's backhand went down the ice. Now that Marcel Konovo is out of the penalty box. Fulford for Eamon. Eamon tried to leave it for Fulford, and the Red Wings recover. Doug Barkley shot it off Stewart's leg down the ice. Larry Hillman to Bob Bond. Bond shot it over the blue line into Detroit territory. Gadsby shot it out. Del Vecchio, number 10. Pass over to Gadsby. Coming up the center, a long shot. That's wide. Howe goes after it. Bond cleared it off to the boards. Fulford, he backhands it out to center. Shot right back in again by Detroit. Larry Hillman, number 22. Pass here for Eamon. Intercepted by Howe. There's the shot. Bauer stopped that. And the rebound is cleared off to the board. Alex Del Vecchio trying to dig it out. Vaughn and Howe tangled up along the board for a face-off, and we played 3 minutes and 53 seconds of this first period. Second game of the Stanley Cup Finals, and nasty crowd here at the Garden. Referee is Vern Buffy. It goes to Armstrong. He fails to get it out. It rolls and stopped, and Hellman clears Armstrong. Up to McKinney. With Keon. He rolled it through. Marcel Konovo hooked it off to the side. Barkley chopped it out. And now McKinney's there for it. McKinney passing it to Hillman. Hillman took a shot that hit Barkley. And Gordie Howe gets the break. Down the right wing. Over the line. By Vaughn. Pass to Del Vecchio. The shot was wide. Don McKinney. He passed it, and it was shot by Packer McDonald, right across into the corner. McKinney again for Keon. Keon for Armstrong. Packer McDonald covers him, and it's cleared down the ice. But apparently it hit the glove of a Detroit player at the Detroit players' bench. And it was whistled down immediately there by linesman Matt Pavlich. And it's Mahavlich with Kelly and Bathgate facing Pitt Martin. At number 8 is center ice. Bruce McGregor is 16, and Andre Konovo number 15. Stanley backhand. From the blue line, went into the right side of the net. Sawchuk didn't see it. A long shot just inside the blue line by Alan Stanley, a backhand. And it changed direction and went right into the wide open side of the net. And it's 1-0 for the Maple Leafs. We'll wait and see whether a Leaf player touched it on the way through. It appeared to hit somebody in front of the net. It goes into the Detroit zone again. Now then, Bruce McGregor brings it back, number 16. There's a flip shot. Bauer had to stop it. And Bathgate's there for it. He's checked. Bruce McGregor turning. Stanley knocked it off to the side. Goes after it. It's loose.
Late goal scored by number 26, Stanley.
Stanley gets the goal.
Assists number 4, Kelly. 27, Mahavlich. Time 4:41.
4:41. Stanley from Kelly. Mahavlich. Here's Mahavlich's shot. And Sawchuk kicked that one out. Bill Gadsby with it for Detroit. It's a delayed whistle. Gets it over to Langlois. Coming down with a shot offside. So there's the scoring play. Alan Stanley from Kelly and Mahavlich at 4:41. Brian?
Bill, Sawchuk didn't even see that shot. From the face-off, just inside the Detroit line, Mahavlich got it over to Kelly, passed it back out to Stanley, and Stanley's shot was screened all the way, and it took a couple of bounces into the lower right-hand corner. Sawchuk didn't see it till it got to the crease, and by then it was too late.
And the Leafs lead 1-0. As Fulford is out there now with Stewart and Shack, Hillman and Vaughn. Here's Floyd Smith getting in, but Larry Jeffrey was well offside in the play. Now McKinney comes out with Armstrong and Keon. And Detroit have Ullman with Floyd Smith and Larry Jeffrey, Doug Barkley and Marcel Pronovo. Goes back to Hillman. Hillman over to Bob Bond, up to Dave Keon. A pass for McKinney. Slides in over the red line. Floyd Smith touched it first, and it's icing called against the Maple Leafs as it was cleared from their own side of center. Face off in the Maple Leaf zone to the right. Coming up to the 6-minute mark in 8 seconds of this first period. Stanley from Kelly and the Havlicks at 4:41, 1-0 the score in favor of the Maple Leafs. Ready to go. Goes to Keon. Over here to McKinney, number 17. Gets over the red line and shoots it in. Wide of the Detroit net. Larry Jeffrey checked by Armstrong. And he gets it back again. He's checked by Keon. Goes to Doug Barkley. Passed it off the boards. Hillman tried to keep it in. He did, but Smith gets control of it for Detroit. Shoots it out to Jeffrey. Jeffrey with Ullman. He passed it behind Ullman. And Keon trying to get away. Too well covered. And Marcel Pronovo was nearly checked. Ullman gets over the line. There's the shot. It hit Vaughn. Goes to the corner. Ullman passing it back. Armstrong couldn't get it out. It goes wide of the Leaf goal. Larry Jeffrey centered it right in front. Smith shot it wide. Ullman right to Smith again and hit Vaughn. Doug Barkley's shot goes to the boards, cleared to the blue line, but not out. Then Keon hooks it to Vaughn. Vaughn flips it to Keon, and Keon falls. Whacks it with his glove. Marcel Pronovo using 2 hockey sticks. Here's a long pass from McKinney, going right in, and he shot it. And Marcel Pronovo takes him off to the wing. He centers it back to Vaughn. There's his shot, and Kotek shoots it out to the side as it was wide. McKinney to Hillman for Armstrong. Marcel Pronovo couldn't get it out. Armstrong takes his shot, and that was stopped by Sawchuk. It's cleared to Hillman. There's his shot. Oh! Skating away of it. Here's Vaughn with a shot. Right down. Sawchuk stopped down and shot down the ice, tied it right. Hillman touches it, and icing will be the call.
Some really fine saves by Terry Sawchuk and that little flurry by the Leafs as they put the pressure on there. And I might also add that Marcel Pronovo, that's the second time that he has stopped Don McKinney of the Leafs. The first time was the 2-on-1 break with Keon, and Pronovo drew a penalty on that play, but he still covered McKinney and stopped him from getting the shot, and again he was in on him to stop him from the breakaway on Sawchuk.
And we're all set for the face-off now with Fulford, Shack, and Stewart. Now, Del Vecchio, Michael McDonald. Gadsby is aggravating about getting tossed out of the circle. Del Vecchio gets the face-off, and Gadsby has it behind the net. Pass off the boards for Howe. That is offside. Face off to the outside of the Detroit blue line. Del Vecchio is number 10, Parker McDonald 20, Gordie Howe number 9, Bill Gadsby is 4, Al Langlois number 2. Ron Stewart lost it. Parker McDonald, a long shot, goes wide. Horton starts out now, stops. Shot it for Stewart. It bounced by him. Parker McDonald covers up. His pass is for Gordie Howe. He's checked by Fulford. Fulford knocks it into the corner. Bill Gadsby back behind the net. Shot it around on the boards for Parker McDonald. His shot goes to center. Stanley bumped it. He's covered by Howe. Back for Al Langlois. Checked by Eddie Shack. Shack shot it to the right wing, and Del Vecchio gets back quickly. And the linesman falls. Gadsby number 4. Long pass to Gordie Howe. He's coming down the center to Del Vecchio over the blue line. Tried to get a shot. Stanley gets in front of him. Hookford ran into Shack. Hookford went down. Ron Stewart passed Eddie Shack on the left wing. Shack up the center. Missed it. Up by Gadsby. Hookford then bumps into Langlois. Play is called, and there's a penalty here to the good. Gadsby for Dyson. Charging penalty to Bill Gadsby. Gives the Leafs the odd man advantage.
Detroit penalty. Number 4, Gadsby. 2 minutes for charging. Time 8:56.
8:56 is the time of the charging penalty. That's the two penalties in the game so far, both of them going to the Red Wings. Mahavlich, McKinney, Armstrong, Bathgate, and Kelly. Bruce McGregor, Bob Dillabow, Marcel Pronovo, and Doug Barkley. Bathgate to McKinney. He shot it in. Marcel Pronovo behind the net. Mahavlich watches him. Clears it past Kelly out to center. And Bathgate. Clearing pass for McKinney. Over the line. Interfered and going in. And this pass was deflected wide of the net. Don McKinney with it again, and he shot it by Armstrong. Marcel Pronovo jammed in on the board, holds it there, and there's no further play. Now we've played 9 minutes and 27 seconds of the first period, 1-0 for the Maple Leafs.
Notice again, Bill, that was Pronovo that broke up that clearing pass in front of the net. He's had himself quite a playoff series. Been, along with Bill Gadsby, perhaps two of the best defensemen in the entire Stanley Cup playoffs this year.
And he's coming back, number 3, Marcel Pronovo, after talking to Coach Sidable. He's lining up for the face-off with Mahamlich. Detroit are a man short. Will be for the next minute and 30 seconds. It's back to Bathgate. There's the shot. And Snotsuk went down with knees to cover it up. Face-off in the circle to the left of Terry Sawchuk. Havlich got the draw. Armstrong back to Bathgate. There's a shot. Doug Barkley knocked it down with his glove. He takes a long shot that's wide. Rebound came in front, and Red Kelly has it, number 4. Kelly up to Mahamlich. Over the line. Mahamlich shot by Doug Barkley. Along the board. No further play. Face-off is deep in the Red Wing territory. Mahamlich fights for it, gets a hold of it, so down McKinney, waiting for it. It's Bathgate. His shot hit Bruce McGregor and is cleared down the ice. The race for it. Bob Dillabow's after it. There's the shot, and it's wide. Armstrong clicks it to Bathgate. Up here for Don McKinney. Over to Armstrong, over his stick. Over the line, and it's outside. Mahavlich went in ahead of him. And there's 41 seconds remaining in the penalty to Bill Gadsby. And we've played 10 minutes and 16 seconds of this first period. 1-0 the score in favor of the Maple Leafs. Keon now with Eamon, number 8, and Jim Pappen, number 18. Horton and Stanley. Bob Dillabow with Bruce McGregor, Marcel Pronovo, and Doug Barkley. Goes back to Alan Stanley. Stanley to Tim Horton. The long shot. Got by Sawchuk. Throws it behind the net. Doug Barkley lifts it to the blue line. Horton wraps it right back in again to the corner. Marcel Pronovo handed it to Jerry Eamon. Back for Stanley. Stanley took his shot. Pappen deflected it wide. Eamon front to Pappen again. A shot, and Sawchuk covers up in the goal crease. Face-off will be to the right of the Detroit net. Keon with Eamon, Pappen, Stanley, Horton. McGregor. Ullman now with Barkley. It's a chance for Papin. Here's the shot. That's way wide. Eamon went after the rebound. Marcel Pronovost knocked it down with his glove. They hold it against the boards again with his skate. Have a face-off in the Detroit zone to the left. Dion facing off with Marcel Pronovost. It goes to the corner. Papin check. Normie Ullman holds it against the boards, then goes the other way. Two lead players bump together. Ullman behind the net. Gadsby is back out. Ullman still wearing the front. Gets a hand for his effort. Turning pass to Doug Barkley, who clears it ahead for Gadsby. Gadsby shoots it in the lead zone, and Bauer comes out of his net to stop it. Horton. A pass stopped by Ullman. Hit Horton. Ullman's got it again. A shot in front. Bruce McGregor to the backhand. Now to Smith. He's poke check. Eamon tries to get it out. Langlois keeps it in there for Detroit. Stanley pokes it high, and it goes into the crowd right at the edge of the rail seat.
Well, a nice display of stick handling by the Red Wings' Normie Ullman, who certainly has to be one of the most underrated centers in the National Hockey League. He's had 6 goals and 7 assists so far in the playoff series. He hasn't scored yet against the Leafs, but he's just been terrific in the series against the Chicago Blackhawks and also this series.
There's Langlois' shot, and it's wide of the net. Bob Bond cleared it off the boards. It bounces out to center. Waits for it. Hooper after it. Stewart carries it over the line. Then Law putting the shot back to center. Hillman to Bond. Bond moves over the blue line. Takes his shot. That hit Langlois. Ron Stewart took a shot that's wide. Hopefield goes after it. Langlois clearing pass for Larry Jeffrey. He clears it out to Ullman. Ullman shoots it down the ice. Floyd Smith goes after it. Took a whacker at it, and it nearly got by Bauer, but Bauer got his glove on it as he came out to cover up, and Hillman took Floyd Smith out. Red Wings are now sending out Eddie Joyelle, number 21, coming out for the first time in the game. Andre Pronovost and Paul Henderson, number 19. Alan Jeffrey is going to stay out with Joyelle. Now they're going to bring Ullman and Floyd Smith back. Now ready to go. Here's a shot. Bauer stopped that, and Frank Mahavlich picks it up. Coming up the center. He takes a long shot. He's ridden out by Langlois. Puck slides around on the board. Floyd Smith brings it up for Detroit. A pass over to Jeffrey. Jeffrey trying to get around Bond. Langlois gets his shot, and Bauer got a piece of that with his stick. Ready to go. Comes back to Bill Gadsby. Bill Gadsby shot it. Bauer got a piece of his toe. Bob Bond is bumped by Jeffrey. It comes back to Langlois. There's his shot. Bauer stopped that. Now Larry Jeffrey with it for the plate behind the net. He centers it back to Gadsby. There's a pass in front. Ullman right there. He scores! Ronnie Ullman picks the bottom right-hand corner, and it's all tied up 1-1.
These Red Wings are persistent, and there's Normie Ullman with his first goal of the series against the Leafs.
Detroit Red Wings have tied it up 1-1. Normie Ullman finding the bottom right-hand corner from a shot directly in front of that Maple Leaf goal. Jack. A pass to Pookie.
Scored by number 4.
Trying to get it out.
Assist, number 4, Gadsby. 14, Jeffrey. Time, 12:43.
12:43 is the time. A long shot. Bauer caught it. Stanley clears it off the boards for Eddie Shack. Eddie Shack up at center with Stewart. Over the line on the south side. Ron Stewart going in ahead of Shack. So the scoring plays in the game so far. Stanley from Kelly and the Havlich at 4:41. Ullman from Gadsby and Jeffrey at 12:43.
That's Ullman's 7th goal in the playoffs, and that's high. Also, he's high in total number of points with 14.
Now it's Eddie Joyelle, number 21, turning for Detroit at the blue line. A drop pass for Marcel Pronovo. Back to Joyelle at center. He shoots it into the lead zone. Stanley, watched by Henderson. Eddie Joyelle back to Doug Barkley. Here's right in front of the net. And Stanley puts it, but not out. Joyelle took a shot, and Bauer had to stop it. Tim Horton. A pass to Stewart. Up to Fulford. For Shack. Over the line. Shack trying to cut in. Pass it right in front. Stanley shoots. Got it wide. Fulford missed the short side. Made out in front. Tim Horton is back for it. We passed the 14-minute mark in the first period, a 1-1 tie. Horton's pass for Shack, intercepted by Henderson. Got it in behind the net. Horton failed to get out as Andre Pronovo covered him. Horton's pass for Fulford goes the length of the ice. That's over the red line. And Barkley will get back to touch it, and icing is called against the Maple Leafs. We played 14 minutes and 24 seconds of the first period, a 1-1 tie. Havlich out there now with Bathgate and Kelly facing Hal Del Vecchio and Parker McDonald. Havlich a pass for Bathgate to Bond. It went by him and Kelly just flicked it out. Al Langlois knocked. Pass down by Bond. Here's Mahavlich picking it up, and he shot wide. Andy Bathgate a drive. Right in front of the net. Mark made the save and got over to cover up his own rebound.
Already tonight, Bill, we've had more excitement in the first 15 minutes than we had in the entire first game last Saturday.
And we're all set for the face-off in the Detroit zone. Parker McDonald to Alex Del Vecchio. Del Vecchio coming up slowly. Find a man in position. A pass to Langlois, flicked it to center. Bob Bond moves up, bumps into Del Vecchio. Langlois gives it to Gordie Howe. He's over the line. There's the shot. That's wide. Bathgate. A flip pass to Larry Hillman. Up for Kelly. Hits the back of his skate. For Mahavlich, too far. Now it's Del Vecchio. Back to Gadsby. He comes up to center. His long shot. Came right in front. Bauer gives it to Mahavlich. For Bathgate. Langlois wraps it right back. Bond bumps into Del Vecchio and goes down. They try to get it loose, but they can't. Now out there for Detroit, Pitt Martin with Howe, and now it's Irv Spencer coming out, number 11. He's going to replace Parker McDonald. Gordie Howe is going to stay out there. On the face-off, Stanley tipped it into the corner. Horton trying to bring it out. It comes across in front, and Don McKinney clears it out to center ice. Langlois to House, not by Horton. Goes back into the lead zone, and it's George Armstrong. For Don McKinney, and it slides down the ice to the blue line into Detroit territory where Langlois to Spencer, stopped by Armstrong, and Armstrong was checked by Pitt Martin. Keon back to Horton. Horton's pass for McKinney was behind him. Langlois feeds a pass for Martin. It's tipped into the lead zone. Martin goes after it. Trying to center it, and Keon picks it up. Keon to Armstrong. Howe picks him. Centered it. Horton tries to get it out. There's a shot right on. Howe takes a shot at Power. Not that one. Here's another shot in front. Here's Martin's drive, and Bauer slides and falls backwards. Stop that drive by Kit Martin. That knocks him down. From the face-off, Keon. A foot pass for Armstrong. Marcel Pronovo knocked into the leaf bench. Stanley from Kelly and Mahavlich at 4:41, and Ullman from Gadsby and Jeffrey at 12:43 have been the scoring plays in this game so far. Bauer giving it to Horton. Tim Horton behind the net. Pass to Stanley. Off the boards from McKinney. It's hit the right side back. He's walking right in. Ullman shot wide. It comes out in front, and McKinney picks it up. Over to the right wing. He goes down the ice over the blue line. Back for Armstrong. Closing right in. Oh, shot wide in the open corner. Lloyd Smith to Ullman. Ullman and Jeffrey. Over the blue line. Stopped by Stanley, who flicks it out. Marcel Pronovo shot it in. Stanley back. Watched by Floyd Smith. Pass to Horton. Up to Armstrong. Off the boards to Keon. And back. Over the line. Keon shoots it. And it goes to shot check. Keon took a whack at the rebound. The shot check was out of the net. But he got back to recover and hold it against the side of the goal. Slapped off the board. Joyelle. Coming out to his own blue line to center. Whacked by Stewart and Eman. Over here to McGregor. Right back to trail a shot. And Bauer grabs that and holds on it. Nice shot by Joyelle. With a nice save by Johnny Bauer.
Joyelle did a nice job of getting that backhand shot away. The pass from McGregor came out in front very quickly, and Joyelle was in on top of Bauer. Just as the puck got there, I thought he did an excellent job of getting it away. It was high, and Bauer was able to handle it easily.
Del Vecchio, Parker McDonald, Gordie Howe up there now. Mahavlich with Kelly and Bathgate. It's a clearing pass to Kelly. Kelly up at center with Mahavlich. And it stopped at the blue line and out. Kelly's pass hit a skate. Gadsby takes a long shot. Bauer was out of the net to stop that to Horton, number 7. Horton to Kelly. Kelly, a flip pass to Mahavlich. Back to Kelly. Over the line. Back to Bathgate, but it was outside. Mahavlich on the left wing. One minute and 11 seconds remaining in the first period. Long shot by Stanley. Ends up behind the Detroit goal. Langlois back, number 2. Now he's got the back pass to Gordie Howe. Less than a minute to go in this first period. Howe to Del Vecchio. He tips it down the ice. Parker McDonald touches it. It's offside. Face-off will be inside the blue line with 49 seconds remaining in this first period. Now it's Ullman out there, replacing Langlois. Marcel Pronovo on the defense of Gadsby. Goes to Gadsby, wraps it to Howe. Goes on Mahavlich's stick. He lost it. Horton slaps it right at Ullman. Gordie Howe gets over the blue line. There's the shot. Bauer stopped that. Stanley wrapped it off the board. Stanley pokes it to Kelly. Kelly off the board. He falls. Del Vecchio stopped by Stanley. Bathgate picks it up, flicks it out. Gadsby got it to an open wing. Horton moves up. Ullman stakes him off. Then Horton tips Marcel Pronovo. Del Vecchio's shot was stopped by Bauer, and there's going to be a penalty here to Horton. Horton will get the gate. That's the third penalty of the first period and the first to the Maple Leafs. And it goes to Horton.
So that's one thing the Detroit club does very well, is handle the puck. They get their passes away quickly. They're quite accurate with them. They get their shots away quickly. And
Ladies and gentlemen, number 7, Horton. 2 minutes for tripping. Time 1951.
1951 is the time. Packer McDonald trying to center it. Still has it. 2 seconds. Right to Ullman, the shot. Another drive, and there goes the bell. And the first period is over with Ullman getting a shot from directly in front, but it caromed wide. It's now Harris with Mahadlich. And Pappen with Horton and Stanley. Detroit from the faceoff, cleared back into the lead zone. Now Doug Barkley comes out number 5. Mahadlich is checked. Here's a chance for Ullman, a shot. Floyd Smith gets a rebound along the boards, took his shot. Bauer stopped that. Stanley in the corner. Behind the goal. Pass ahead to Pappen. Pappen flicks it to the blue line and out. It's over to Smith. Over the line, a shot. Bauer stopped that. And Pappen's back for it. For Harris, Ullman was right there. Back to Marcel Pronovo, a shot. Bauer stopped it. Ullman bumped by Horton. Billy Harris. Pass to Mahadlich. Up at center. A long shot off the boards, and it was by Pappen all the way out over the blue line. Horton turns to Pappen. Flips it over the line. Floyd Smith just shoots it out again. Stanley looking it for Mahadlich. To Pappen. Larry Jeffrey took it away from him. To Ullman. They're going over the leaf line. Ullman is checked from behind. Doug Barkley had moved up. He shoots it, and Horton's after it. Moving slowly. And Armstrong fell as he came over the boards, and he hurt himself. George Armstrong trying to jump over the boards, hurt himself. And it's Mahadlich down the left wing, over the line. And the pass goes back at center. Packer McDonald over the blue line with Howe. It hit Horton. Tim Horton. A pass to Shack with Keon. Back for Keon, and it was right in his skate. Alex Del Vecchio over on the left wing to Packer McDonald. His shot, and Bauer got a piece of it. Doug Barkley moves up. He passed it in front to Del Vecchio. There's the shot, and it hit a leg and bounced over into the corner. Hillman ahead to Keon off the skate. Coming up to center, takes a long shot wide. Sotchuk got the rebound. Marcel Pronovo moves back. Eddie Shack centered right in front to Hillman for McKinney, and McKinney couldn't get a shot. Shack took a whack at it. Comes out over the blue line. Hillman goes back over the line. Stops, backhanded it into the corner. Behind the net, Gordie Howe. Watched by McKinney. Howe gets it to the blue line. Bond chopped it. Shot it back into the corner. Howe lets it go to Marcel Pronovo. He's knocked down. Hillman. A shot was wide. Keon gets up slowly. Packer McDonald cleared it, but not out. Bob Bond took a shot. That hit Doug Barkley. And Barkley falls hard into the boards as he tripped on something. Barkley shakes out his arm. Now it's Del Vecchio. Takes a shot. That hit Shack. Bob Bond. At center. Howe covers him. Now then, Doug Barkley coming down the ice. Hillman gets in the way. And Del Vecchio. Missed a check from Bond. Eddie Shack down the right wing, over the blue line. Took his shot. Goes after it. Andre Pronovo checked him. It's cleared on this wing. Larry Hillman. A pass for Poupert. Heeman is knocked down. Cleared off the board, and it goes out by Hillman. Bob Bond carrying it to Poupert. To Eamon, who shot it in right on the net. Marcel Pronovo stopped by Eamon for Poupert too far. Marcel Pronovo back for it. Hopefully trying to get it loose. He does, right in front of Stanley. Oh, and Sawchuk made the save on Stanley.
Well, that's the first good scoring chance the Leafs have had in quite a while. The tenacious checking of the Red Wings, keeping them bottled up. The Red Wings just aren't letting them play. And the Leafs are at the point now where they're waiting a second too long to either shoot at the net or they're making that one pass too many, and they're just not getting many good opportunities.
And we're all set for the face-off in the Detroit zone to the right. The Red Wings are leading 3-1. There's a shot that just partially deflected near the corner of the net. Alan Stanley flicks it in offside as Stewart was coming over the line. Face-off will be outside the Detroit blue line on the far wing in front of the Detroit players' bench. It's Eddie Joyelle, number 21, with Bruce McGregor, number 16, Andre Pronovo. Joyelle check, goes to Gadsby, number 4. Off the boards for Bruce McGregor. Stanley broke it up to Bob Fulford. Over the line, took his shot. Sawchuk caught that, threw it to the side. Here's Fulford trying to center it. It came in front, there was nobody there, and it's cleared out to center ice. Tim Horton waits for his teammates to get onside, then he lets one go. Sawchuk stopping it, and it's Gadsby back for it. Gadsby, a pass to Joyelle. Up to his own blue line to center. He gets over the line, ran into Bruce McGregor and fell. But they call it offside. This game is coming to you from Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto. A pass to Eamon. Eamon is watched by Martin. Cleared to an open wing, and Tim Horton's back for it. We played 5 minutes and 30 seconds of this third period. Here's Horton stealing the puck. One man back. Horton took his shot. Gets it another drive. And Sawchuk stopped that. Fulford trying to center it. Vasquez did. Right in front of that. Eamon Fulford. Fulford shot it wide. Eamon has given a shout. And play is called.
Fulford had the open side of the net and that loose puck, but he was covered from behind by Andre Pronovo, and he just couldn't manipulate his arms enough to get his stick on the loose puck, and another scoring chance for the Leafs goes down the drain.
Detroit Red Wings 3, Toronto Maple Leafs 1. Comes back for Hillman. Hillman took a shot that hit Ullman. Ullman, number 7. Hits Kelly. Doug Barkley gets it to Floyd Smith. Up to Larry Jeffrey. Smith knocked it over the line, and Bond shoots it out. Mahavlich failed to get away. Kelly is checked. Floyd Smith clears it over on the wing. Hillman moves up. Hillman gets it loose, then he's checked from behind, and Ullman shoots it into the Leaf zone. Bauer to Hillman. Long pass to Bathgate. His pass for Kelly ends up on Ullman's stick to Larry Jeffrey. His shot, and Bauer got a piece of it on a screen shot. Smith shot it across the goal mouth. Back to Jeffrey. His shot hit Bond. Deflects down the ice. Doug Barkley back for it. Just clears it out. Smith a pass for Ullman to Jeffrey. Bond bumped into him, and it's Mahavlich back. Shot it off the board. Marcel Pronovo and Jeffrey to Smith. There's the shot. Bauer stops that and covers up. Detroit leading 3-1. Now attending the game tonight is Robert Kennedy, United States Attorney General. There he is, sitting in the box seat. From the face-off, McKinney failed to get it out. It's Gadsby, number 4. His shot stopped by Parker McDonald. His shot was high over top of the Leaf goal. John McKinney with it for the Leafs. He's checked. Goes behind the net. Del Vecchio watching him. Tim Horton picks it up. Tries to bring it out. Del Vecchio shot it to an open wing. Dave Keon. Pass off the boards for Kenny. Stopped by Bill Gadsby. There's the shot. That's wide. Keon in his own zone. To McKinney. It's stopped by Del Vecchio and shot right back in again. And the Leafs just can't get out of their own end. Alan Stanley. To Tim Horton. He's cut by Parker McDonald. Tim Horton with it again. Trying to bring it out. Langlois took a shot. Bauer stopped that. Stanley shot it into the corner. Gordie Howe a shot in front, and Horton's back. Tim Horton starts out now to his own blue line to center. Outside. Face-off will be at center ice with 11 minutes and 36 seconds remaining in the third period. Detroit 3, the Leafs 1. Harris with Eamon and Tappan, McGregor, Martin, and Andre Pronovo. Doug Barkley and Marcel Pronovo. Back to Larry Hillman, a flip pass to Billy Harris. He shoots it in, wide. Doug Barkley cleared it off the board. Bruce McGregor tried to get it out. Larry Hillman to Eamon. Eamon shot it in front, and Andre Pronovo breaks it up with Bruce McGregor. Over the line to Pitt Martin. He's hit by Tappan. Billy Harris failed to get out. Here's Marcel Pronovo closing in. The shot. Bauer stopped that. Jerry Eamon now coming up with a pass to Billy Harris. It got by him. Now then Eamon. Outside. Two Leaf players inside the blue line. 11 minutes and 1 second remaining in the third period. 3-1 Detroit.
If you think that puck isn't really moving when these fellas let it fly, the nail of the big toe of Detroit defenseman Marcel Pronovo's left foot was split by a shot in the opening game of the final. All the way through the hard protective covering of the skate.
On the face-off, back to Hillman. Hillman shot it into the Detroit zone. Marcel Pronovo back. Off the boards to Andre Pronovo. He cleared it up to Joyelle. Joyelle down the left wing over the blue line. Trying to get in front. There's a shot. Bauer stopped that on a quick backhand by Andre Pronovo. Billy Harris to Larry Hillman. Over to Bob Vaughn. Up to Harris. Harris over the line, tried to go through himself. Andre Pronovo picks it up. A pass to Joyelle over the line. He passed it back, and Jim Tappan has it. Down the ice for the Leafs. Over the line, he couldn't get a shot. Then he clears it in front, and Doug Barkley gets a hold of it. His pass over on the wing to Joyelle. There's the shot. Bauer stopped it. Andre Pronovo back to Doug Barkley. Eamon failed to get it out. The referee gets up on the board. Vern Buffy get out of the play, and he calls it. And this game is coming to you from Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto. Marcel Pronovo lost it in the corner to Mahavlich. Mahavlich's backhand was wide. Vaughn moves up for the shot. Kelly deflected Vaughn's shot into the net. Detroit 3, Maple Leafs 2. And now the fans have recognized the Attorney General of the United States, Sir Robert Kennedy. Now Del Vecchio shoots the puck back into the Leaf zone, and Bauer stops it for Vaughn. A clearing pass to Bathgate. Back for Hillman.
Leaf goal scored by number 4, Kelly. That's it. 21 Vaughn, 27 Mahavlich. Time to
Outside
go,
at center ice.
11:57.
11:57, Kelly from Vaughn and Mahavlich. Now we're all set for the face-off inside the Leaf blue line. It's cleared out. Doug Backley takes a long shot. Bauer stopped that. Scooping it to Hillman to Frank Mahavlich. Mahavlich away from Del Vecchio. Down the right wing he goes to center. Over the blue line. He stopped. Took his shot. And it was deflected all the way back out over the glass.
There are a few players more exciting to watch in hockey than the Big M Frank Mahavlich when he winds up and gets going. And there you just saw an example of it.
All set for the face-off. Outside the blue line, it goes to Stanley. There's a long shot. Sopchak stops it. Doug Backley with it, number 5. A clean pass up here to Del Vecchio. He's going over the line. He stopped. It's checked by Armstrong. And George Armstrong in the corner behind the net. Bill has it. Back to Horton. Horton shoots it out to center. Down the ice. Doug Backley going back for it. Got it off the board. Keon kept it in. And he shot it behind Armstrong. And the Red Wings have a 3-man break. It's Piker McDonald over the line. There's the shot, and it's wide. Armstrong chopped it out over the blue line. Gordie Howe. A pass to Piker McDonald. He shoots it in, and Bauer stops that. Now it's Tim Horton. To Don McKinney. He's checked. Pitt Martin, a pass for Andre Pronovo, number 15. He shoots it over the line. It goes by Stanley, and Bauer flicks it. Don McKinney. He's checked. Bruce McGregor of Detroit, the shot, and that goes wide. Passed it in front. Ron Stewart can't get it out. There's Joe Gadsby keeping it in. Herring pass to Ron Stewart. He's jammed in on the boards by Pitt Martin. It comes off the boards with the puck. On pass to Pulford, and it hopped right over his stick down the ice. Eamon races after it, and it's touched by Langlois first, and it's icing called against the Maple Leafs, and there's 5 minutes and 48 seconds remaining in the third period. Detroit lead the Leafs 2.
Well, I'm sure that Detroit coach Sid Abel is at this moment feeling a little apprehensive because we have very much the same situation here right now as we had in the opening game last Saturday when the Leafs came from behind to tie and then went on to win with just 2 seconds to play.
On the face-off, the puck is still in. It's flipped out to Stewart, to Eamon, and Pulford, one man back. A pass to Pulford. He shoots. Oh, shot wide with a backhand. Hillman let it go, and Sopchak stopped that and threw it into the corner. Put into the blue line. Pulford in front, Vaughn makes it Eamon, and he shot it wide. There's Eamon with it again, back to Vaughn. There's the shot. It goes over to this side. Gadsby along the boards with it. Clears it out to center, and here's Denny Joyelle over the blue line. The shot hit Vaughn. Hillman tipping it. Clearing it out to Stewart. Up to Eamon. Eamon's shot is wide. Andre Pronovo. He overskirts it. Bobby Pulford after it. Clearing it back for Hillman. Hillman back to Pulford. Straight in front to Eamon. 2 shots. Gadsby fell in front of it and made the save. Bill Gadsby. This game is coming to you from Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto. Face-off will be in the Detroit zone to the left. Mahavlich off with Marcel Pronovo. It's Kelly trying to get it loose. Mahavlich does. He centered it right in front. Basket shot wide. Marcel Pronovo checked by Kelly. It's cleared out over the blue line, and Stanley has to go back. Stanley a pass to Basket. He shoots it right back in again. Doug Barkley after it. It gets by Kelly. It's cleared out over the blue line. Stanley to Horton. Horton moves up and shoots it right back in again. Hits the side of the net. Barkley clears it around on the boards. Horton tried to chop it loose. Basket does into the corner. It's Ullman back for it. Watched by Mahavlich. He centered it out in front. Horton had it outside and in, and it's outside. Right at that blue line. As the Red Wings got it out with 4 minutes and 5 seconds left.
Well, Jerry Eman, who was called up from the Rochester Red Wings as one of 4 replacements, has had a couple of good scoring opportunities in the last minute and a half of play. And in the deciding game of the semifinal of Montreal, he missed a couple of open nets. He's about due to hit. He's had a lot of opportunities.
On the face-off, a long shot by Stanley's wide. Marcel Pronovo clearing it out to center. Jeremy Ullman. Floyd Smith takes his shot. Bauer knocks it down. Kelly clearing it to Stanley. Stanley covered. Tim Horton with it. Long pass for Mahavlich. Mahavlich at center, and he's checked. Floyd Smith shoots it back in again. He's knocked down by Mahavlich. Tim Horton back. Pass to Andy Bathgate. Going up the ice with Mahavlich at center. Pass to Mahavlich. It's over the line offside. Three minutes and 25 seconds remaining in this third period. Detroit Red Wings 3, Toronto Maple Leafs 2. Keon, McKinney, Armstrong, Braun, and Hillman. Del Vecchio, Howe, Packer McDonald, Langlois, and Gadsby. Hillman hits Packer McDonald. With Del Vecchio for Howe, and Hillman juggled it on the end of his stick. Shot it around off the boards on this side. Del Vecchio picks it up, took his shot. Bauer caught it, juggles it in his glove, can't get rid of it, and holds it for a face-off. 3 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in regulation time. Detroit 3, Leafs 2. Ern Buffy, the referee, waves Hillman out. Keon now facing off with Del Vecchio. Keon got the draw, and Hillman goes back behind the net. Hillman bringing it out in front. A foot pass goes out over the blue line. Gadsby shot it in. That's offside. Clifford with Eman and Stewart. Back to Horton. Horton moves up. His pass ends up on Stanley's stick. Stanley shoots it over the line. Howe and Clifford bump together. It goes around on the board. Stewart knocked down. There's going to be a penalty here to Detroit. Langlois jumps Stewart. That'll give the Leafs the odd man advantage. 6 men to 5. And they lead 3-2. Brian?
Well, certainly at this point, it's a big break for the Leafs with 2 minutes and 45 seconds to play in regulation time. They'll have the man advantage for the next 2 minutes.
2 minutes for tripping. Time 17:15.
17-15, a tipping penalty to Langlois, Detroit. The Red Wings ahead 3-2. And it's Fulford, Eman, Stewart, Bathgate. Now then Mahavlich is coming out. Keon. and McKinney.
Be interesting to see if Punch Imlach should pull Bauer a little earlier than usual to give him a two-man advantage.
It's still Vecchio, Howe, myself, Pronovo, and Bill Gadsby. Oblich had the draw, lost it, and Gordie Howe lifts a high one, and that is going into the crowd. Two minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the third period. Gordie Howe jammed against the boards. He holds it there long enough for a faceoff. Now set to go. Goes out over the blue line. Kelly to Bathgate. The long shot. Hotshot caught it. Threw it over to Howe. Howe checked by Keon, but gets it back, and he lifts the high one down the ice. Kelly back for it. Pass to Mahavlich. Back to Keon. Over the line. Keon shot, and it's outside. Outside at the Detroit blue line. 2 minutes and 14 seconds remaining in the third period. 3-2 Detroit. On the face-off, Keon was checked. Here's Bathgate. Vecchio was shot as Bathgate tried to get back. Howe nearly put it in the short side. Has it against the board. And he holds Mahavlich there and Keon for a face-off. It's 3-2 in favor of Detroit.
Well, you can see why Gordie Howe is said to be the greatest player in the history of the National Hockey League. Even with two men against him, he seems to be in complete control of the situation at all times.
Face-off is in the circle to the right of Johnny Bauer. Here's a shot right on. Bauer had to stop that right from the face-off. Now it's Stewart to Red Kelly with Pifford and Elam. It's over the line for Pifford. Pifford lost it. Marcel Tona will fairly get it out. Bathgate shot it. Bathgate stopped that. Bathgate another shot. It went across the goal mouth. Back to Kelly. Kelly shot it right on, and Sopchak got it and holds it out. .51 seconds left in the penalty to Al Langlois. 1 minute and 37 seconds remaining in the third period. 3-2 for the Detroit Red Wings. Hellman with Gadsby, McGregor, and Marcel Pronovo. Hopford, Eamon, Stewart, Kelly, and Bathgate. All inside the blue line. They have the odd man advantage. It comes back to Kelly. Kelly took his shot. That was wide. Bathgate getting set. Hits his shot. It hit Ullman. Gets it again. Marcel Pronovo breaks it up and shoots it out by Kelly down the ice. Kelly back. He leads the rush. Over to Stewart. Stewart is checked by Ullman. Ullman overskates it, gets it again, and shoots it down in behind Bauer. 1 minute and 5 seconds as Red Kelly comes up the ice leading a four-man rush. A pass for Eamon. He's closing right in on goal. He shoots. Got it wide. From point-blank range. It comes back to Bathgate. There's the shot. It hit Marcel Pronovo. He clears it to Stewart. Stewart right in front for Eamon. The Bathgate. Bathgate still has it right in front. Goal! officially, but it's all tied up 3-3. And there's programs all over the ice.
Throwing anything on the ice will be ejected from the building.
Offense on the faceoff. Armstrong for Keon, and Gadsby cleared it out to center ice. There's 35 seconds remaining in regulation time. Detroit go after the puck. Goes near the Leaf goal. Dave Keon back. A foot pass to George Armstrong. Back to Keon, and Keon was checked by Howe. Normie Elman with it, number 7. His pass over to Del Vecchio. Horton breaks it up. There's only 12 seconds remaining. A pass to Armstrong. Off his skate to center. Then Ullman gets a hold of it. Horton breaks it up, kicks it out to Armstrong, to McKinney. 3 seconds remaining. McKinney going in, and there goes the bell. And there's overtime for the first time of the third. Second game goes into overtime. It was 3-1 at the end of the second for Detroit. Kelly from Braun and Mahavlich at 11:57. Eamon from Bastiat and Stewart at 19:17. And so the score after 3 periods.
Again introducing Greg Gould.
Ullman with Jeffrey and Smith facing Keon, Armstrong, McKinney. Shot puck's ready. Horton and Stanley, Gadsby and Marcel Pronovo. Back to Gadsby. Lost it on his skate. It goes to Alan Stanley. Up from McKinney. Failed to get it over the line. It goes by Stanley. Ullman after it. Normie Elman goes to the corner. Horton took it away from him. Larry Jeffrey steals the puck. A pass for Normie Elman from the side. Here comes back to Doug Barkley. The shot. And hits Stanley. Elman trying to center it. Floyd Smith is in front. McKinney knocks Elman down. It goes around to Armstrong. Armstrong up to Keon. His pass for McKinney ends up on Floyd Smith's stick. He lost it. Gets it again. Smith, the pass for Ullman. McKinney fell. Horton getting away from a check over to McKinney, to Keon. And his skate slides behind the Detroit goal. Barkley stopped by McKinney. Off the boards, right to Larry Jeffrey. Down the ice. Over the blue line with Ullman. Larry Jeffrey trying to cut in. He's checked. Horton picks it up, falls, gets up again. Ullman gets in front of him to Doug Barkley. The shot hit Ullman, and Horton flicks it out to center. Marcel Pronovo shooting it in. We passed the 1:15 mark of the first overtime. 3-3 tie. Keon is sitting way out here at center ice. All the way out to Keon, but that's offside. Now it's Packer McDonald, Gordie Howe, Alex Del Vecchio, Bill Gadsby, Al Langlois. Bathgate, Mahavlich, and Kelly, Hillman, and Braun. On the face-off, to Frank Mahavlich. To Hillman, too far. Gadsby keeps it in, wrapping it to Del Vecchio. Del Vecchio from the side, behind the net, centered it right in front. Hillman kicked it off to the wing. Then Langlois shot it in behind the net. Del Vecchio watched by Hillman. Bathgate can't get it out. Packer McDonald fanned on it. Red Kelly's got a hold of it. Long pass for Mahavlich. He's in the clear. He shoots. Oh, not that shot. Play is called offside. Mahavlich was in the clear, but it was offside. Ready for the face-off. It goes out to center. Al Langlois goes back to his own blue line. Over to Gadsby to Howe. He shoots it into the link zone. Bauer to Bob Vaughn. They get tangled up. It came in front of the net. Mahavlich after it. Mahavlich down the right wing at center. Over the line. Howe gets in front of him. Here's the basket. Basket right in front for Kelly, and Del Vecchio picks it up. Down the ice at center. He passed it to the right wing. Here's Howe. Takes his shot. Bauer got a skate on it. Another shot. Vaughn knocks it down. Packer McDonald to Del Vecchio. Back to Packer McDonald. There's the shot. That hit Vaughn. Del Vecchio again. Back to Al Langlois. Here's the shot. It hit Vaughn. Vaughn clears it up to Mohammed. Play is called. Hillman, Howe, and Bauer are all tangled up in the net. Bruce McGregor with Andre Pronovo, Doug Barkley, and Marcel
Number
Pronovo.
9, Howe, 2 minutes for high sticking. Leafs penalty, 22, Hillman, 2 minutes for high sticking. Time, 2:45.
2:45 is the time. Ron Stewart back in his own zone. Up to Stanley. Ahead to Fulford. Back to Stewart. Over the blue line. Stewart cuts to the corner. Tried to center it in front. Doug Barkley comes up with a number 5. Over on the wing to Bruce McGregor. Remember, here's a pass on his phone. He's got a breakaway. Going in on goal. He shoots, and he's shot wide. Fulford picks it off, and there's going to be a penalty here to Horton for tripping. Horton of the Leafs will get a penalty. And Detroit will have the odd man. 5 men to 4. They played 3 minutes and, well,
Leafs
wait for the
penalty,
official time.
Number 7, Horton, 2 minutes for tripping. Time, 3:18.
Face-off is in the Leaf zone. Allman with Floyd Smith, Doug Barkley, Alex Del Vecchio. Going to be Keon with Vaughn and Stanley. The score is tied 3-3. The next goal ends it. And the Red Wings are playing every man up. On the face-off, Allman off the board. Now he's back to Del Vecchio. Makes sure of it over to Doug Barkley. There's the shot that hit Stanley. Back to Doug Barkley, over here to Del Vecchio. Right in front to Ullman, and Stanley poked it off to the wing. Floyd Smith. From behind the net, he hit Bauer. Bauer covers up. Now then, Fulford comes back out again. A minute and 7 seconds remaining in the penalty to Howe and Hillman. And from the face-off, Fulford flicks it out, goes after it, gets a hold of it, and he just failed to get by Del Vecchio. Del Vecchio gets away from Fulford this time, up the center. Over the blue line, a pass to Smith. He took his shot. Bauer stopped that. Fulford goes to the boards. He's checked. Del Vecchio then tries to get it loose. Fulford holds it there. Face-off is in the circle left of Johnny Bauer. We've played 4 minutes and 1 second of the first overtime. Bauer knocking it off the board to Fulford. Fulford watched by Ullman. It goes back to Doug Barkley. He's closing in. Back to Ullman. The shot, and Bauer picked that up. Maple Leafs are 2 men short. Detroit Red Wings 1. All set to go. Hellman gets the draw back to Doug Barkley. Here it comes over to Del Vecchio. His shot deflects wide off Vaughn. Wade Smith back to Del Vecchio again. Here it's back to Barkley. Back to Del Vecchio. His shot hit Vaughn. He couldn't get it out. Here's Del Vecchio again with it. Going behind the net. Keon checks in, but Floyd Smith gets a hold of it. Nicely stopped by Stanley. Smith again, right in front of Del Vecchio. Vaughn stopped it. Another try. Bauer stopped that. Hellman with it. Trying to center it. He does. Del Vecchio. Here's the shot. That's deflected into the corner. Now then, Howe is out there. Barkley a shot. Stanley couldn't get it out. Howe is shot, and Vaughn stopped that. Howe with it. Keon trying to check him. Del Vecchio, number 10. Check by Keon. 10 seconds left in Horton's penalty. On pass to Howe. To Gadsby over the line. Gadsby waits to Howe. Here it goes. Bauer stopped that and cleared it out. Another shot, and Bauer's got that one. And this game is coming to you from Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto.
Top service, top products. Yours always with Esso Oil Heat.
Troy Red Wings have thrown everything but the kitchen sink at Johnny Bauer and the Maple Leafs in the last minute, and they haven't been able to score.
Bauer's just been fantastic. I might put a word in here, too, for Alan Stanley and Bobby Bond, who did a tremendous job in blocking a lot of shots by the Detroit club when the Red Wings had the man advantage. So Bauer was great.
On the face-off, Eamon to Hillman. He's back of the net. Off the board. It goes by Langlois. Andre Pronovo was able to cover up, then Ron Stewart. Bob Fulford checked by Eddie Joyelle. Bond bumped into Joyelle and went over the blue line to center. Andre Pronovo to Bill Gadsby to Joyelle. Outside. And we've played 5 minutes and 48 seconds of this first overtime.
This overtime game is going to do a lot to build enthusiasm in this series, because after the fine semifinal series and people remembering what happened last year in the final between Detroit and Toronto, there wasn't a great deal of interest in this final series. But certainly this game is building it right back up to fever pitch as it should be, because this is a big one.
All set for the face-off. Packer McDonald's long shot is wide. Bauer out of the net to Stanley. Stanley left it there. Horton kicks it to the far wing. Pitt Martin went down. It's back to Gadsby. To Howe. Howe centering it. Pitt Martin with it to Gadsby. Closing in the shot, and that hit Packer McDonald. Andy Bathgate gets it out. Gordie Howe. Bumped by Bathgate, gives to Packer McDonald, up to Gadsby, and he shot it into the lead zone, and Red Kelly's back there for it. Kelly. Over to Alan Stanley. Long pass for Bathgate, and through Mahavlich's leg. Knocked for Packer McDonald to Pitt Martin and Howe. They're going in together. Pitt Martin shot it, and Bauer got in between them. Kelly. A pass for Mahavlich. Horton. Gives it for Mahavlich. He races after it into the Detroit zone. Langlois gets in ahead of him. Mahavlich trying to get it loose, and Bill Gadsby comes up with it. To Packer McDonald, stopped by Horton, and his shot hit Gadsby's stick. Horton keeps it in, and it's shot wide of the Detroit goal. Gadsby to Packer McDonald. Up here to Pitt Martin again. Down the ice he comes for Detroit over the blue line. Trying to cut in. Hillman took him into the board. Kelly, a flip pass for Mahavlich. Down the left wing, he's jumped by Gadsby. Steering pass out over the blue line, and Hillman ran into Gadsby. Horton back. Got it around on the boards for Bathgate. Andy Bathgate. Long pass for Kelly. Over the line. Kelly takes his shot. Sawchuk stopped that. Yancey the rebound in the corner. Up here to Ullman. Ullman stick handling at center. Comes over the blue line. A pass for Howe. Ullman still has it. Back to Howe. Right, McGee scores. Larry Jeffrey has scored for Detroit. Jeffrey from Ullman and Howe, and Detroit wins it 4-3.
A beautiful pass by Gordie Howe right onto the stick of Larry Jeffrey, and Bauer had no chances. Jeffrey slapped it into the lower right-hand corner to give the Red Wings a 4-3 victory and deadlock the series at a game apiece.
Larry Jeffrey took a perfect pass in front of the net and put it in the corner, and the Red Wings have even the series.
Goal scored by number 14, Jeffrey. Assist, number 9, Howe. Number 7, Ullman. The time of the goal, 7:52.
7:52. Jeffrey from Howe and Ullman, 7:52. And so the final score is Detroit Red Wings 4, Toronto Maple Leafs 3.